as well.
Okay, well, the usual perspective sometimes when you talk about elections at any level whatsoever, you have people just sit back and say, oh, okay. People have a mindset, a stereotype, you know, about the way elections should go, or usually has gone. But from your perspective, what do we expect this time from these council elections?
Well, I think that one of the huge challenges of local government elections in this country essentially is apathy. And that is because people consider that the umpire of that election is a brainchild of the state government.
Rightly or wrongly?
Well, rightly or wrongly, but that is the truth of it. It's a brainchild of the incumbent government. And then the tribunal, which will mediate in the case of a dispute or a dissatisfaction in the election, is also put together by the state government. So people think that you now have a party who is in power, who has the yam, who has the knife, who has the kerosene or gas, as the case may be. In fact, they got the whole thing. So people now say, okay, why do I want to go vote? When it looks as if this is how it's going to go. And if you look at, in this country, for instance, we have 774 local governments. We have less than 300 that have conducted local government elections. I'm telling you as we speak now, there isn't one, except for Abuja, that was conducted by INEC, where opposition AMPP won a chairmanship seat. Otherwise,
all the parties, huh?
Yeah, otherwise PDP won 6, and then PDP won 5, AMPP won 1. Otherwise, from the north to the south to the east to the central, if PDP is in power, all the council chairmen emerge as PDP. It's called, in Nigerian language, a clean sweep, a landslide. And this is bearing in mind that there was a parliamentary election, penultimate the local government elections. You see a different distribution of the parliamentary elections. You see a party, for instance, holding sway very critically in a senatorial district. And you would have expected that would have also reflected in a local government election.
Because it
doesn't reflect. What you see is that even where a party appears to be dominating the landscape at a senatorial district, all right, it doesn't reflect when it has to do with local government elections.
Should it?
And that is, it should reflect because...
Should we be surprised? Because if you look at the last elections, the presidential elections, the governorship elections, the way it went with the presidential elections was not the same way it went with the governorship elections. So where they voted PDP in some states, they voted AC, and in the other states voted CPC in some states, and vice versa.
Lagos as an example.
Yeah. The point I'm trying to make is that we haven't seen differing voting patterns as far as local government elections are concerned. We haven't seen that differing voting pattern. What we have seen most times, if not all of the time, is if PDP is in power, it is PDP. If ACN is in power, it is ACN. If CPC is in power, it is CPC. If PHCN is in power, it is PHCN. So whoever is in power, that's how it goes. And so you are asking, was there an election?
Well, PHCN is in power in a lot of places in this state at the moment. But if you talk about...
No, we have lost 1,112 megawatts in 2 days now.
They try to explain it.